Hey everyone, welcome in. We're going to do something a little bit different today that we haven't done here before. Um, we're going to see a high resonance vault battle that my buddy Sum1 sent over to me that he had. On the other side of this is perhaps one of the largest accounts that you can that's on DI. I think only maybe 10 or 15 people are even in that sphere of a whale out count. But I kind of want to show this because he does some things that are rather most people miss. But we're gonna go through it and you're gonna see it. I'll point out a few details here for us. He cues right in, and the first thing that I want to tell you guys is this. So they're immortal. They're coming in at the in here, right on the fourth floor. That you can tell where the team's at over here. If you're shadows, your best bet of winning most matchups against immortals is going to be to spawn camp them. You're going to have what you're basically playing on is that one of four people moves. If one of four people flinches before the other one flinches, before anybody else, you can kill that guy and put him on timer before anybody else even gets here. Then you have a 3 versus 4. If you are ranged, you can position yourself as to be further away to create space. You will also have, you could already set up the health globes over here at the bottom for yourself there. And you can basically use the area to your advantage because they're stuck here. As immortals, this is your playground. And even, let's say, at the worst case scenarios, they have a satyr and they're all going to get bubbled. They'll most likely not all get bubbled all at the same time. It's very likely that it will happen. In that instance that it does happen, you guys can retreat back because you actually have the length of space to kite them while they have the bubble up on themselves. Because even though they can't take damage in that bubble, you can still slow them with any CC that you have. You can still stun them inside of it. They're just not going to take any damage. So that's the first thing from a shadow to immortal objective. Not so much on his aspect of the match. It's really unfortunate if you actually look. He's got like a pretty big account, but he's still playing on a CRT monitor. I don't know what this is. Maybe we can get him a GoFundMe or something for him to get a better monitor. Okay, so on the opposite team, at this point, we're sure that they have a barb. That's a barb skill. They've decided to barricade themselves in. Why? Maybe the boss wasn't quite down yet, or why barricaded themselves in. But generally, if you're going to do something like this, you want to grab one of their guys and bring him in there with you. We have plenty of skills that allows you to grab. Also, quick to point out, so someone's a necro. He has 2 DHs with him and a barb, okay? All right, so the other DH and the barb finally come in. Beginning part of the fight. One more time, he plays this out. Someone using ultimate there. Not quite sure who it is. Surviving through this first part of the damage. It looks like one of his DHs is already down. His barb's barely surviving. He already managed to take down one of them. Okay, so he can tell already. Unfortunately, his CRT monitor doesn't allow us to tell. But whether you're playing on an actual phone or any other kind of screen, you can tell that the positioning of these guys are already on the right side, okay? He's going in for these globes over here. Even though he did manage to use his health pot, he's going in for those globes. It's because if he takes them, they can't take them. Okay. He's in Wraith invulnerability form. He's got his spice going out. His Wraith is already back up. He knows to get the hell out of there. One DH is still over there. It looks like someone at this point sacrificed him. But as you can tell, he went back to retreat to grab the other health pots that he know are here and are available. You don't fight people head on over here whenever you're immortal majority of the time, because you know that they have to have somewhere around 12 to 14 different health pots that they can pick from. So he's trying to pull them out of there. And he does still have 1 DH up that's keeping them entertained to make sure that they don't rest. Picks up. Wraiths in. Manages to grab one more from there. So the Immortals on the other side, the Shadows on the other side also kind of screw up in another aspect. These health globes, not health globes, these like health pawns for the globes are actually on a timer. And I believe it's anywhere from 45 seconds to a minute or 15. So those other guys popped it early, and someone was able to double dip in here on these damn globes, which really screws them up. The other satyr, the big satyr, this is I believe it's called Big Ben. He's got one of the biggest accounts that you can ask for. It's at no life inside of a bubble. Instead of trying to retreat back, maybe all the way to the beginning part and getting full life, sacrificing his guy, which is the exact same scenario that Sum1 was in at the beginning part of this engagement, well, at the middle part of this engagement. He decided to try and brute force it because he's a very big whale. And that's just what we do as very big whales, right? So there goes that person. Someone is still catching them. You can't. I don't want to go back to see it, but all Necros have the essence called Midnight, where once you hit him, it takes off like a second and a half from his Wraith. His Wraith is already back up, even though we started this engagement inside of a Wraith. He manages to get a bubble, but at this point, he's got no life. Someone is still not on cheat death. I don't know if he has a savior pet or not. But guys, he's got borrowed time still up and ready to go. Let's watch it. Basically, Wraith form killed him as soon as he came out of there. You know, everyone says that this game is pay to win. Someone likes to say that this game is pay for convenience or advantage. But there's still a lot of different small dynamics that add up to a failure that happen inside of a vault. And these were these kind of vaults were actually really active in the beginning part of the game, because we had so many whales that were still climbing up the ranks that you had them from both sides. Now we're all pretty much put into one big alliance, and we don't fight anybody, right? So we don't get these as often anymore. But this was a great execution by someone. I wanted to show it because a lot of people are always, oh, it's pay to win, it's pay to win. I guarantee you that guy has double or triple what someone has in his account, and he still lost. And bad players will be bad players. I wish I could show you guys a clip of me fighting Drixler. It'd be a good one for you guys to watch. Monk versus Monk. Until next time, guys. Bye.